Okay, so today we're fishing a spot with a lot of structure. The whole dam is full of reeds and grass beds running into the water. And then also you have a lot of trees with overhanging branches, and when it gets a bit darker all the birds come and they sleep in these trees. So the barbel here are very used to birds falling in the water and fluttering. So just talking through one of the techniques today. We usually fish in waters like this. You would usually, if you have an overhanging tree, you cast under the tree or close to it, and just work your popper as if it would be a fluttering bird, a bird hopping on the water in the stress. But that's just one of the techniques you can use. When you look at the popper, it is portraying a bird that is in distress and trying to hop out of the situation. So it's very important to vary your retrieve. Some guys tend to hop the same way the whole time, then they don't get results. But if you think about a bird or something in distress, they never follow a strict pattern. So they would vary their actions the whole time and try to portray that, and you should get some results. Then another point to discuss is some people think that it won't work if they don't keep the popper moving, if they don't keep a sound in it and stuff like that. But you can actually, it's important to keep your popper in the same location as long as possible. When you think about how this all started is with clopping for barbel in flats and shallow banks, and that guy would stand there for a long time working the same water, and yeah, just don't be scared to leave it in a spot for a bit. And even with your retrieve, don't give it some time and try to keep that popper in the same location as long as possible with the right action. Okay, then another very important point to discuss is keeping tension on your line. You should have tension on that popper the whole time. If you have any slack in your line, you should have constant tension between you and the popper and the lure for that case as well. A lot of times when you start losing focus and don't concentrate on your lure so much anymore, you get a bite and then you miss it because you have slack line between you and the popper, and that's actually a big problem and a big mistake all of us make sometimes, is not keeping tension with your popper. And that when that barbel picks up your lure, it should be in direct contact with you already.
Ik het een mis.
Vast.
Aan. Is een grote. Oh. Joe.
Vast.
Eita.
Ja, maar hulle gaan vir daai bome.
Hy swem vlei die kant toe die ouetjie.
Je kan stoppen en vast aan.
Sorry. Verfrissend. Iemand is met jou afstaan om te laten. Sy. Goeie werk.
Right.
maar gaan probeer. And I'm trying.
Asai, goeie werk.
Mooi.
Asai. Behind us here you can see a lot of birds in the trees. Obviously there's a lot of bobble action here as well. We were fishing with a white lure. A lot of these birds have droppings in the water here and the bobbles seem to eat it. And also the small birds that fall out of the nest. Yeah, this is a prime example of a really good spot to target them. Get as close as you can to these trees. And a lot of times your popper will just fall in the water, and as it hits the water, you'll get that strike. Good go. Cheers.